And we are back. Sorry about the hiatus last week. I was on vacation. It was actually pretty fun, other than I broke my finger. That's not true. My brother broke my finger. So for years you hear, I've heard, about people, how they say that receivers break their fingers in the NFL. Receivers break their fingers in the NFL catching passes. I didn't believe that. Like, come on, you're professionals. Until it literally happened to me last week. My brother threw me a wobbler. I'll be honest, it was a fucking duck. And it just caught my finger straight on. At first I thought it was jammed. The next day it was stuck in a 90-degree angle. And I was like, that's not normal. It was swelling, and then it got super red. And so I went to the doctor, like, all right, it's a chip break. It's broken. But here's the up part. I have to go to a hospital, or it was just a clinic, to get my finger treated. So they tell me all you gotta do is keep it taped together for a month. And I was like, okay, cool. Sounds easy enough. Like, you can get these straps. I'm like, wait. What do you mean you can get these straps? The doctor pulls up his Amazon app and is like, these right here, buddy taping that the basketball players use. I was like, dude, for real, you were supposed to have this. That's why I came to you. I knew my finger was broken. I'm here to get treatment. But now you're telling me I gotta go to Walgreens and treat it myself. Bro, I'm paying $200 for this. Come on. I'm supposed to get the bandages for myself, so now my finger's taped. I got my buddy tapes arriving tomorrow on Amazon. Yeah. Bro, you're the doctor. Fix my finger. That's what you went to medical school for. That's your job. Not to show me your Amazon. Like, bro, add that to your card real quick. And they're not even going to reimburse me the $10. Come on. You're ridiculous. Anyways, let's get into this shit. All right. So, let's just start off with the big one, baby. How about them Cowboys? Yes. So, the teams they beat, their combined record is 2-12. I think, hold on, 2, 3. Yeah, 2-12. Those teams they beat. Right, those records right now. The records team they lost right now, 8-2. The Packers and the Saints. And as a Saints fan, I love this. Cowboys fans ran their mouths last year when they won 13-10. So I get it. Now it's my turn. And I am loving it. So yeah, this is for last year. That's what happens. The Packers, the first interception wasn't on Dak. The last two definitely were. He was forcing balls in there. He looked awful. He ended with 463 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he had 3 picks. And the picks he had, the first one I won't give it to him, that was thrown behind Amari Cooper, and it was just tipped off the glove into the hand. The last 2 were awful. Just, they didn't get Zeke going. When Zeke rushes for under 73 yards, they're 1-9. It's brutal. I love it. I really do. I have a lot of Cowboys fans in my life, and I could do with less of them. I'm not going to lie to you. I have one Eagles fan in my life, my guy Drake, a.k.a. Darren. And 3-2 we were talking about that game yesterday. Fantastic. I'm actually talking shit to somebody right now on Facebook about it. It was awesome, man. The Cowboys, I feel they're going to get together. They're playing the Jets this week. That's going to be a good morale boost. The same thing that the Eagles did this week when they won 31-7. Just a good... Playing the Jets makes your whole team feel good. You walk away from a Jets game like, bro, we could win the Super Bowl. You know? It's insane. So, they got that going for them. I'm not really a Cowboy hater. I like when they lose. But also, I like Dak Prescott since, college Mississippi State. I like Zeke because he's a wild man. And I like Amari Cooper because he played at the national champion, University of Alabama. Roll Tide. Another huge loss. The Chiefs lost, dude. And here's what happened. To the Colts. To the Colts. Wasn't even to... like a team you'd expect. The Colts beat them 19-13, which, the Colts played, the defense was fantastic. They injured Patrick Mahomes for early, and then Patrick Mahomes' own guy rolled up on him, which didn't help at all. But, they basically immobilized him for the second half. He couldn't run. He tried, but it wasn't effective. His throws he was overthrowing a lot of receivers and just throwing it away more than usual. So I feel like he's going to get right when it comes down to it. But yeah, the Chiefs lost. Good for the Colts, man. I've been telling you guys this all season. The Colts are feisty, bro. They come to play. They're well coached. They're disciplined, and they're organized. And that is dangerous for anyone. Good for the Colts. I think they're tied for first place now with the Houston Texans. Because the Houston Texans looked, oh my gosh. Let's just get in right into that. So, Deshaun Watson put up 53 points. I mean, it was against Atlanta. I will give you that. And Atlanta is definitely garbage. But yeah, so they're tied for first with the Texans. The Colts are. Anyways, Deshaun Watson is a baller. I mean, I don't know why he went so late in the draft. I think he went 15. That is garbage. Because my man deserves to be higher. 426 yesterday, 426 yards, 5 touchdowns. The kid was phenomenal. I don't know what else you say. It was the Falcons who are 1-4. They're also garbage. But just, you put up 53 on any NFL team, I don't care how bad they are. That's impressive. So Deshaun Watson, man, he's going to win that division again, I'm pretty sure. He looks fantastic. And he's in the MVP. You have to put him in the MVP conversation. I mean, I wouldn't say there's really a front runner. Actually, we'll get in the front runner right now. The front runner to me right now for MVP is Christian McCaffrey. The dude is he is the Panthers offense. Look at this yesterday. 19 carries for 176 yards and 2 touchdowns. Had an 82-yard touchdown. The dude's a workhorse. And I remember when he was coming in from college, the big concern was that he didn't have the size to be a power back. And my man added a lot of muscle in the offseason because that boy is tearing through defenses. He stiff-armed some poor guy yesterday. Just put him on his face mid-run. It was fantastic. I love Christian McCaffrey. I was a fan at Stanford. I didn't think he would be this good, though. I knew he'd be good. I knew he'd be serviceable, but I did not know he'd be this good. That guy, to me, is my MVP. Just for stats, and without him, the Panthers, they're 3-2 right now. They got the win yesterday against the mustache Gardner Minshew. But they'd easily, without him, be 1-4, 0-5 if they did not have Christian McCaffrey to rely on. That guy is just savage. So him and Deshaun Watson, I think, had the most standout individual performance yesterday. Team performance, I'm going to have to go with Colts because no one saw that coming. No one. Let's be real here. Oh, all right. So Kyler Murray got his first NFL win yesterday against the winless Cincinnati Bengals. It was good. Good game. He looked good. His legs were going. I remember watching the last big scramble, and you can tell he turned it on. He's running, he's scrambling, and then he makes a cut, and then just another level of speed. Boom. I like that he's tapped into that. I like that Cliff Kingsbury is letting him tap into that. So hopefully we get a little bit more of that. The Ravens also won. I mean, are we sure the Ravens are as good as we thought? They were 2-0, and they looked fantastic, but then they lost to the Chiefs. No big deal. Then the Browns put 40 on them. Then they barely beat the Steelers in overtime, 26-23. I think it was overtime. If it was overtime, it was the end of regulation, but it was close and they needed a game-winning field goal to seal the win against the Steelers, who halfway through were going against the third-string quarterback because Mason Rudolph almost died. That was crazy. He got hit, knocked out instantly. I watch MMA. Believe me, I can tell when someone's out. That kid was out. It was over. But that was fantastic. The Raiders, too. Dude. All right, so now it's time for the Brass Pair of the Week. The Brass Pair of the Week this week goes to my guy, Jay Gruden, for looking the best defense in the league in the eye and going toe-to-toe with them and coming out with a win. Woo, that was something special, boys. The Raiders were up 14-0 on the Bears, then go down 17-14, and then I think they were down, 21. Yeah, somehow got to 21. I don't remember how they got to 21, but it was 21-24. Raiders kick a game, or I think they had 24. Why am I even? All right, I can look up the score. I don't even know why I'm trying to remember this. Sorry, I was just looking up. 24-21. Okay. So, yeah, they went up. They went up 17-0. They went up 17-0. The Raiders did, not the other way around. 17-0. The Bears scored 21 points in the third quarter, and then Derek Carr came in with, I think there was like a little under 2 minutes left, threw a touchdown that got them the lead, and they held on. I just can't believe it. It was in London, but still, that defense, and you lost to Derek Carr. I mean, the Raiders are 3-2. They're second place in that division now. Yeah, behind the Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs should be 1, obviously, at 4-1. And then I believe the Raiders are second at 3-2 because the Chargers lost yesterday. Yeah, Oakland's in second. Wow. Good for them. I hope they keep it going. I'm trying to believe in John Gruden. I've said when he came back that he was the guy to fix it. And then then the whole last year happened, and it was just, it was egregious. And people saying that, who won the trade? The Raiders or the Bears? The Bears won the trade. They got Khalil Mack, a proven talent who's just fantastic. When teams have to game plan specifically against you, you're an impact player. Not only do you have to worry about the other 10 guys on defense, but you have to have an individual plan to stop a player like Khalil Mack. That, to me, is worth any more draft pick than that they got. And until the Raiders do something with those draft picks, or those draft picks prove to be a commodity like Khalil Mack, the Bears won that trade. That takes us to, the New Orleans Saints are 4-1. Three 3-0 without Drew Brees, and Teddy Bridgewater has opened up this offense. Michael Thomas went for 11 catches for 182 yards and 2 touchdowns. That is the worst thing for the NFL right now, is for Teddy Bridgewater to have a rhythm with this offense and to let it fly. He threw an interception yesterday, but it was early after that. He was nearly perfect. If this offense opens up with the defense we have, we're going to win the NFC. And by then, or the NFC South, obviously. And then when Drew Brees comes back, the sky's the limit, man. I'm telling you, I was hoping for 4-4 when Drew Brees came back and just have us still in line for the playoffs. But, I mean, if this is going to be the Teddy Bridgewater that we're going to get, oh, man, yes, I'm excited. 4 touchdown passes yesterday. Count them. 4. 2 to Michael Thomas, 1 to Jared Cook, 1 to Ted Ginn from Teddy motherfucking Two Gloves. Watching that offense yesterday was just phenomenal. Sean Payton turned the offense over to Teddy Bridgewater, and he let it fly with the confidence that the coach and the team gave to him, and that's the result that we got. And now we're 4-1. We have a stranglehold on the NFC South, so that's going to be a win. Drew Brees comes back 3-4 weeks. We have the bye week also before Drew Brees' return, and I'm not worried anymore. I remember at the beginning of the season, I told you guys I did not know how to feel about this team. I needed to see how Teddy Bridgewater would look, and my guy unleashed it last week, and he looked phenomenal. Coming from that game where we beat the Cowboys without scoring a touchdown, this was fantastic. This was phenomenal. It was a complete 180. Oh my gosh. I am so excited with how well this Saints team played, with how well they looked. It's going to be phenomenal. The defense is buttoning down. Marshawn Lattimore held Mike Evans catchless for the first time in his NFL career. Shattered him the entire game. Didn't let him get an ounce of space or make a catch. Marshawn Lattimore is now... I'm starting Lattimore Island. I'm starting it. Revis Island, you're gone. I blew you up. You sank. Now it's Lattimore Island. Because no one gets him. He locked down Amari last week. He locked down Mike Evans yesterday. He's phenomenal. I'm going to say easily top 3 cornerback in the league. I mean, I think the Patriots have the best secondary in the league, I think it goes the Patriots, the Bears, and the Saints. I mean, you can give them on any given week. You can order them around, but I think Pat's number 1, 2, and 3 are up for debate. But yeah, Pat's 5-0. I think they're the only undefeated team left. The Raiders not the Raiders. The Niners are 3-0, but after tonight, when the Browns beat them, they'll be 3-1. Also, last bit of NFL news here. Jay Gruden, the Redskins coach, got fired. It was so funny. His press conference, he was talking, right? And he's like, if my key works tomorrow, we'll get in here, we'll start working, we'll try to get that first win. But I guess your key didn't work because you got fired at like 6 a.m. today. So, the Jay Gruden era is ended. Congrats. Good for you, my man. You won one division title. I believe your record was 7-8-1. If it wasn't, it was 8-7-1. It was not good. Since then, you've been mediocre. You drove Kirk Cousins out of town, which is probably the smartest thing you did, considering how garbage he looked. Except for yesterday, he was lighting it up. I can't believe he was averaging like 160 yards, and he threw for over 300. Adam Thielen, squeaky wheel gets the grease, bro. He was complaining. He was talking shit to Kirk Cousins' face on a podcast, and Kirk Cousins was like, "Okay, cool, man. Now we're on the same page," and they let it fly. That was a phenomenal game. Actually, there was a lot of wild finishes. Yeah, Jay Gruden got fired. There's a head coach in the interim. I don't know who it is. It's probably someone from their staff, well, obviously, but we'll see how they go from here. I believe they play the Dolphins next, so that can't be too bad. Just quick, we'll go through the winners that we didn't talk about real quick. Oh, shit. All right, we'll go. So, yeah, Saints won. Cardinals won. Talk about that. Bills Mafia. It was 14-7. It was an ugly game. But the Bills, nonetheless, 3-0. Or 4-1. 3-0 on the road. 3-0 on the road. 4-1 overall. Josh Allen just makes enough plays to get them the win, and their defense really carries them. They didn't let the Titans get anything going. Derrick Henry had the touchdown, but it didn't really matter. They couldn't get back in the game. So, yeah, Bills Mafia, 4-1, second place in the AFC West. Or the AFC fucking, what is that? That's not the North, right? AFC East? Yeah, AFC East. All right. Rip Raiders won. Vikings crushed Danny Dimes. Ooh, Danny Dimes' first bad game as a pro. Good for him. He's going to learn from this. He'll be okay. Yes, Adam Thielen, 7 receptions for 130 yards and 2 TDs. I think he had over 100 yards in the first quarter. Yeah, just crazy. So Vikings 3-2, Giants 2-3. But Danny Dimes, that was good for him. He needed to get his ass beat. He'll be back. I'm not worried about that. Eagles Jets 31-6. Eagles 3-2. Tied for first in the NFC East. Yeah, NFC East. Ravens beat the Steelers. They're 3-2 now. If the Browns, they'll be in first. If the Browns lose, if the Browns win, they'll be still tied for first. But technically, the Browns will be above. Patriots beat the Redskins 33-7. They just, it was just your typical Patriots game. Scored points in all 4 quarters, so that was cool. Good for them. Tom Brady 348-3. Sony Michel had his best game of the year, 10 for 91 and 1. Julian Edelman, dude, I was worried about starting him in my fantasy league. 8 for 110 and 1. Good for him. Panthers, yes. Patriots are 5-0. Redskins 0-5. Panthers won, like we talked about. CMC ran it up there, down their throats. 3-2. They're in second place in the NFC South. Texans beat the Falcons. We talked about that. Put 53 points on them. There's no need to beat Atlanta while they're down, especially right now, and they're almost dead. So we'll just move on. Broncos got their first win. Good job, Flacco. Good job. You didn't really do much, but, you won the game. So, good for you. You had a couple their first scores, I think, were, one is Philip Lindsay, one was Cortland Sutton. Then they kicked field goals, but good for them. They're 1-4. Still have never started. 0-5. Good for them. Chargers dropped to 2-3. Packers beat the Cowboys 34-24. Packers are 4-1 now. And they're, they took, they're in sole first place. The Bears would have had a chance to tie them with a win, but the Bears lost to the Raiders. Cowboys 3-2. Yep, still tied for first with the Eagles. Colts, 13 over the Chiefs. Chiefs are 4-1 now, still in first place in their division. Colts tied for first with the Houston Texans. Okay, now to the playoffs in baseball. Yeah! Astros, baby! 2-0! 2-0 over Tampa Bay. Second game was a little rough. We won 3-0 or 3-1. They were getting to the pitchers late. They did not touch Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole had 15 strikeouts. Wow. He's a Cy Young winner. I think Justin Verlander already has one. It's time for Garrett Cole to get his recognition. He was on fire that day. They play in about an hour. Zach Greinke against Charlie Morton. This game 3 is going to be the toughest game of this series. If we can win this, I'm not worried. We're not worried about it at all. But Charlie Morton who pitched Game 7 when we won the World Series 2 years ago. He knows this Astros lineup up and down better than any other pitcher in the MLB. Charlie Morton knows everything about Houston. That's why I'm a little worried about this, and he's so good. I wish we would have kept him. It bothers me that we kept certain pitchers and didn't, but I get it. Charlie Morton wanted money that we couldn't have paid him because we have 2 superstars already. But it sucks that he's gone. But anyways, 2-0. So we're going to close that Game 3 today. If we can, that'll be, oh my God. Yes, little time. Also, Yankees 2-0, up 2-0 on the Twins, which I didn't see. I thought the Twins would be a little feisty. It's different now. Now they'll be in Minnesota. So Minnesota will be at home. Maybe the Twins get a win, but I mean, they're not. It's like the score that Game 2 was, I mean, it was 8-2, then I think they won 10-4. Like, it's just the Twins aren't getting the offense going, and the Yankees bats are just letting them fly. So, but that's what we wanted. I want the Astros and the Yankees in the ALCS. That's what I need, because I'm going to relentlessly talk shit to every Yankees fan I know. My guy Alex, he's a Yankees fan. We have $100 on who goes further, and it would just mean so much if we beat the Yankees in the ALCS. They're a phenomenal team. I'm not underestimating them. That's why I'm glad. I hope both teams sweep. So we come in fresh and ready to go. NL, both series, 2-1. Weird. I thought the Dodgers were supposed to be this unbeatable, phenomenal team, one of the best in the league. They can't sweep the Nationals. I mean, the Nationals are lucky to be here, bro. They're a wild card team, and you can't sweep them. You lost one at home to the Nationals, and you're supposed to be the biggest threat to the AL. I mean, let's be real. The AL win the World Series. Whether it's Houston or New York, it's going to be an AL team. None of these NL teams can hang with the offense, the pitching that the AL has. But you couldn't sweep the Nationals, and you're supposed to be a threat, bro? You're supposed to be a threat, bro? I hate the Dodgers. Beating them in Game 7 and embarrassing Clayton Kershaw, their management, and basically their whole team has always meant more to me than any other sports championship in the world. I loved it. And then we got the Braves and the Cardinals, which I expect this one to be at least 4 games, so I'm not surprised on this. Braves are up 2-1. Cardinals grabbed one. Good for them. But I think they play today, right? I actually have no idea what's going on today. Oh no, yeah. So yeah, they play today. I think the Braves close them out today. Dallas Keuchel's on the mound. As much as I hate him for holding out and then signing with the Braves for less money, whatever. Dallas Keuchel, he's a better pitcher than Dakota Hudson. So I think the Braves have a better offense. I'm not sure about their defense, but I got the Braves winning to that today. I'm going to go with the Dodgers. I mean, clearly they're the better team. So, but then they couldn't sweep the Nationals, so we'll see. Maybe Washington will surprise us. The Yankees today, I mean, they just closed the Twins out. I have a little hope maybe they can make it interesting, make it, actually compete. But, yeah, and then the Astros. This game worries me a little bit. Zach Greinke, I'm glad he's on the mound, but he's also going against Charlie Morton. They're at home. They haven't been in the playoffs, for a while. It's going to mean a lot to them. That atmosphere is going to be wild. We still win. The Astros still win and close that shit out. I'm not even worried about it. Anyways, yeah, follow me on Apple Podcasts. Like and subscribe on Spotify. I really say anywhere you get your podcast, buddy, you can find ya boy. So just remember, in the world, there are winners and there are losers. Here at Winning, that's all we do.